I made a visit to Super Nintendo World at Universal Hollywood with my family for the first time, and I did some vlogging. We purchased early entry and spent the first half of our day in this land so we could fully experience everything it had to offer. Let's see how it went. Welcome to the Smart Moms Plan Disney Travel Channel, where we ask the question, why plan alone?
This is early entry at Super Mario World, and it's a little crazy. It's tough getting down here to the lower lot. That takes a while. Then they've got to scan everybody. We got to the park at about 7:40, and then got back here to the escalators at about 10 of, and it's definitely taking some time. So I would recommend getting here as early as you can. Okay, I would definitely recommend getting here as early as possible for early entry for Super Nintendo World. We got to the park at about 7:40, got through to the escalators about 10 of. We had to scan our passes. Make sure that you have them printed out too, because they would not scan into the app. So it would have been really frustrating if I had the printed out version. And we got through there. It's about 7:58. We still got at least a couple more escalators to go and a little bit more walking. So we're not going to get there for the exact opening 8 o'clock, but shouldn't be too bad. But I just wanted to hop on and say you definitely need to get here early because it's a process.
So that's where we came from. That's where we're going. Here's a pro tip. When you get here, you have to go right to the QR code outside this restaurant and scan to get a virtual queue. Otherwise, you will not be able to get into the Toadstool Cafe. They don't take walk-ups. You have to be in the virtual queue, and it sells out very, very early. Also, if anyone has noise sensitivity in your group, or is overstimulated easily, this is definitely going to be a problem. I would recommend some kind of ear protection, especially these things right here. They are so loud and just continuous noise from people putting their power bands up to them. It's best if you have a group of people come with you here, because then you can split up and everybody kind of stand in a line. So I have my husband and my son standing in line for one of the, I don't even know what they're called, the little key thing that you put your band on, and then I'm standing in line for another one, and their line is moving quicker, so they'll be able to come over here and do the band over here. So otherwise, it's just line after line after line. You line up for the characters, you line up for the ride, you line up for each thing that you do the band with. So a lot of waiting in this land, which is fine. It's all super fun and that, but just be aware that you're going to be standing around a lot. So you're going to want plenty of snacks and drinks and things to do so that nobody's getting bored or tired or hungry or thirsty. So just a heads up. So the objective is to touch your band to the first one, which triggers pow, 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 which then that shell needs to go up and hit that pow. And he got it.
I will say that these lines look terrible, but they honestly move pretty quick, so I wouldn't let that deter you from taking a part in the fun, but just be prepared.
Okay, so after you get the 3 keys, then you can get into the castle and do whatever's in there. We'll find out on the next video. Be sure to check out all the areas because they have these little hidden spaces back here where you can collect points and do things too with your band. If you do end up getting a virtual queue for Toadstool Cafe, I would recommend grabbing one very early in the day. We grabbed one for around 11, thinking we would do lunch here, and we are now waiting. Even though we came back at our return time, we are still waiting almost an hour just to get in. So just an FYI.
Still have questions about Super Nintendo World? Please ask in the comments. We're happy to help. Thinking of planning a trip here but don't know where to start? First, ask your Smart Moms agent, and if you don't have one yet, click on the link in the description to get connected to one today. It's free.